All right, welcome aboard, Raider Nation. Raider Pirate here. Sorry, it's been an extremely long week. I got right after the game, I got sick and of laryngitis type of thing where I completely lost my voice, got sick, then had a case of walking pneumonia. So just been on some antibiotics and just trying to get better. But back here today, so I'm just barely getting that voice back. But what a game. This is it's a good game so far. You know, the first quarter sort of putting me to sleep. I was like, oh God, nothing, this doesn't look too good. We're not going to be able, if we play like this, it's going to be tough against, the better football teams. And then in the second, Derek Carr just looked off and the receivers looked off. And, it was a funny thing because I think what happened is they think that Derek Carr can't throw that football. Man, they made a mistake. They came out and they were applying pressure. They kept everybody in the box. They were going to stop the run, and they were going to play man coverage on the outside. And I think we kind of were like, oh yeah, let's just run our regular offense. Let's run a hitch here and a comeback here and this and instead we should have just said, let's just run all goes. Forget it, all goes. Cooper, Crabtree, Robert, everybody just run straight up the field. If they're going to play us like this, let's just take them straight down the field. They didn't do that, and so there was a little bit of struggling. Carr was floating some balls. I was like, oh my God, this is not looking good. But again, once they realized, okay, you know what? They're going to do that. All right, fine. Let's go ahead and push this ball down the field. Let's go ahead and drop the ball in the basket. And that's what Derek Carr has been doing in the second half. Now he's 14 of 22, but he was like 0 for 6. He's got 163 yards already, 3 touchdowns. I mean, great numbers. These are great. These are great numbers. I was like, oh, don't tell me we're going to just, not play very good, play down, to our competition. But right now, the Colts, they've got a lot to play for. Andrew Luck, 7 of 12, 116 yards, but he's got those 2 interceptions. Offensively, like I said, Derek Carr, Amari Cooper is a beast. They're getting the tight ends involved. Jalen Richard, I mean, just running like a madman, running like a little demon. It's kind of, I watch it and I'm like, oh, this guy is just, he cannot. It's a good thing that they have Latavius Murray in there because that guy couldn't take the type of pounding that he's taking today over a 16-game period. Even with him and Washington, I mean, just the pounding that he's taking at the end of these runs. He's running, he's getting that yardage, but he's just, getting knocked sideways, getting pounded in the helmet. But he's running that one run, that Marcus Allen light run that he did, incredible. So offensively, the line's doing a great job. Watson is in there now, thank God. There's not somebody just running up and just pounding Derek Carr in the back because Austin Howard's not in there. I made a commitment. I was going to be behind Austin Howard from this point on. The guys that we have on our team, Sean Smith, everybody else, I'm behind them. We're in the playoffs. We're going to ride or die with Howard, Sean Smith, whoever it is, Latavius Murray, ride and die with them. I just changed my mind. I said, that's it. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. And but I'm very pleased with what Austin Howard is doing right now. That kind of eliminates one thing for me that I don't have to worry as much about. Defensively, the return of the Mac, I mean, the numbers are not showing up. When you look at it, the numbers are not there. He has 3 tackles. This guy is influencing this game in every way. I mean, he's all over the field. He's creating havoc. He's turning it on. Now, we've seen this all year. Khalil Mack is the defensive equivalent to what we do offensively. The first half, he's like, starts to turn it on right around the end of the half, when we need to keep a team from scoring. And then once we get into the second half, that's when you start seeing his numbers. That's when the sacks start coming. They're already down. They've got to play to win. They're running the ball. Excuse me. Like I said, I'm still kind of sick from. So I got a lot of stuff going on here, but They are running the football. They're getting a lot of push. Mario Edwards is back, but again, it's going to take him a while to build up that stamina. So they're just pushing the ball down our throat. And then we're kind of sitting back there, and they're hitting us and killing us with tight ends again and, big wide open windows. So the one thing that I would like to see, though, for me is we did this last week. We did it against the Chargers. They had a beat up offensive line. They were rotating so many people in and out. And so what did we do? Did we send a lot of blitzes? Did we attack that line? Did we force them, to make mistakes? No. We went really conservative. We kind of just rushed 4 guys. What do we got this week? We got 3 rookies on the right side of this offensive line for the Colts. We got a quarterback that wants to sit back there, sit in the pocket. Yes, he can get outside and he could run, but he wants to just throw that ball deep. So once again, why not just send pressure? I don't understand. Send guys so that he can't run up the middle of the field like he does. Send some pressure, play our guys a little bit closer, and force this guy not to be able to throw into open windows, because that's what I'm seeing right now is he's just kind of sitting back there and then, oh, that guy's wide open. There's nobody even in his area, and then he's throwing the ball to a tight end or to Moncrief or whoever, that defensive miscue. But so again, if we just keep this going, don't fall apart, continue on with what we've been doing. Crabtree right now, he's got the 4 catches, 61 yards. Amari Cooper, we got to get him more involved. Only 2 catches for 39 yards. I get it. It's the offense. It's how we do it. There's never going to be a legitimate, number 1 guy. But I just think Cooper is such an incredible weapon. Washington's doing some good things. Jalen Richard, both receiving and rushing. He's got Jalen Richard, 5 carries, 64 yards. So they just got to keep on doing that. Defensively, again, I was watching the Pro Bowl, and I was scratching my head too, like Reggie Nelson. Okay, they're doing it off of last year, basically. Because, this year he's been, okay, but he gets beat over the top and XYZ. And, then I just saw him get with that interception, and I was like, yeah, that's our Pro Bowler, So it's funny how we do that. Somebody's on another team. We're like, that guy sucks. They come to our team, and we're like, yeah, they're the greatest ever. So, that interception was big, in that 2-minute. And how about this defense overall? I mean, yes, I think philosophically we're playing it a little bit too safe, in my opinion. I think, you go and get these guys, man. These guys are gonna try to take some chances. There should be some turnovers here. This should help us out. Fumbles, turnovers, all sacks, strip sacks. Go get these guys now. Don't sit back there because, well, or maybe not. What the heck? It's working up until this point. We're in the lead right now. It's 19-7. So if they only get another 7 in the second half, and you keep doing exactly what you're doing, Raiders, great, fantastic. That will be good. It is Christmas, so I'll be coming on right after the game. I don't know. We're supposed to be going out. We're supposed to be going and having dinner and doing all kinds of stuff. So I probably won't be on for very long. We've got a 5 o'clock. We have to be there at 5 o'clock, and that's when they're going to start dinner. So it doesn't look too good in terms of having a show after this, but I should be on tomorrow. And if not tomorrow, I promise for sure on Monday. So, all right, we'll see you guys when we get back. Go Raiders. Let's do this.